It's not an overstatement to say that Lewis Hamilton is Formula One's richest and most dominant driver. In Formula One, Lewis Hamilton has won a joint record 7 World Drivers' Championship titles and holds the record for the most wins, pole positions, and podium finishes, among others. With a net worth of approximately $300 million, there is no doubt that he is the best paid driver in the history of Formula One. How does he spend his millions, you ask? Let me tell you. It is almost expected that a man who makes all his fortune in the driver's seat of his race car will also have a bunch of expensive superfast cars filled with exotics and luxury worth over $18 million in total. Lewis Hamilton owns one of the rarest vehicles in the world. It's a Pagani Zonda 760 LH worth about $2.2 million, made specifically for him, hence the LH in the name. This car can go from 0 to 60 in just 2.6 seconds. It has a V12 engine and 760 horsepower. The exterior and interiors are purple, and at the request of the star, he opted for a manual gearbox instead of the usual automatic sequential one. He added, "The Zonda is terrible to drive. It is the best sounding car I own, but handling-wise, it's the worst. Sorry, Lewis, every car can't be an F1 machine." This customized supercar is not the most expensive ride in his collection. It's actually a 1966 Shelby 427 Cobra. This stunning classic produces 427 horsepower and goes from 0 to 60 in a little over 4 seconds. He, however, got a 1967 Shelby 427 Cobra to drive so he could keep his 66 model in mint condition. With the death of American race car hero Carroll Shelby, the price of this pair is currently about $5 to $7 million. He also got Carroll Shelby to vet his 1967 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. Hamilton's customized version is worth about $1 million. Interesting fact, his first car ever was a Mini Cooper worth $24,000, which he bought in 2002. It is also the year he got his driving license. He also owns not 1, not 2, but 3 Ferraris. The Ferrari LaFerrari, worth $1.4 million, and the Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta, worth $2.2 million. Capable of reaching a max speed of 217 miles per hour, the LaFerrari can hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.4 seconds, making it Lewis Hamilton's fastest car. He also owns a V12 Ferrari 599 SA Aperta worth about $1.6 million. Lewis Hamilton also has a Mercedes-AMG Project One, which is not supposed to be out till later this year. He was heavily involved in the production of this plug-in hybrid sports car. Alone, this car is worth almost $3 million. On top of that, he has a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Coupe Black Series that has a max speed of 196 miles per hour and is worth $300,000. On the luxury side of things, he has 2 Mercedes Maybach, a Maybach 6 and a Maybach S600. Both cars have a combined worth of about $1 million. Having started his Formula One career with McLaren, Lewis understands the drivability of a British-made car. The exclusive McLaren P1 has a max speed of 217 miles per hour and can reach 60 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds, thanks to his 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that produces 903 horsepower. It is worth about $1.15 million. In 2019, Lewis Hamilton spent about $44 million on a Manhattan penthouse in a condo project, part owned by the NFL's great Tom Brady and his model wife Gisele Bündchen. Other celebrities living in the same building include Meg Ryan, Jake Gyllenhaal, Bella Hadid in The Weeknd, and Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel. This 8,900 square foot home has 4 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. It also includes a huge outdoor area, views of the Hudson River, a swimming pool, fitness center, squash court, library, and wine cellar. The monthly maintenance fees alone are $16,000. He recently listed this luxurious penthouse for $57 million. In 2017, Lewis Hamilton got a unique 6-bedroom detached villa in West London for a whopping sum of $24 million from previous owners, Burberry chief designer Christopher Bailey and his husband, actor Simon Woods. This stunning house has a generous entertaining space that opens into a 200-foot garden with an impressive summer house. There are also 4 reception rooms with 2 huge bathrooms. Like many Formula One drivers, Lewis Hamilton also has a home in Monte Carlo, Monaco. It is believed that he resides in the exclusive Fontvieille district. Not much known is about this property, but it's believed to be a 2,000 square foot, 4-bedroom duplex with views across the Mediterranean. This apartment would cost him about $41 million. We know by now that Lewis is fast on land, but what about his air travels? Well, Lewis owns a candy red Bombardier Challenger 605 private jet worth $34 million. This jet has seating capacity of 10 passengers. Lewis has once talked of using this jet to fly his bulldog Coco from LA to London to catch up with his pal Roscoe. He purchased this jet in 2013 and has been using it regularly by him and his dog. However, following his decision to adopt a greener lifestyle, he decided to let the plane go in 2019. It was bought by a private jet firm, Saxon Air, based at Norwich Airport. Having a jet is pretty cool, but the price of a crew and gas for a single-way flight easily goes to $50,000, making it a very, very expensive toy. This amazing race car driver is also known for his love of style and has never been afraid to push the boundaries when it comes to his fits. Lewis Hamilton has spoken openly about his love for fashion, admitting that he uses his style to take the weight off the pressure to succeed while jetting around the world, participating in various Grand Prix events. Lewis was once spotted in some incredibly cool sneakers, which got the attention of many fans. He was previously seen at the Le Castellet circuit wearing these shoes ahead of the French Grand Prix. They were from Bottega Veneta, an Italian luxury fashion brand. This model in particular is called Tire and Black Grass Chelsea boots, and it's made from 100% calfskin leather. They are listed online for $1,350 on the official Bottega Veneta website. Lewis also has a collab with Tommy Hilfiger, which started in 2018. The record-breaking athlete has instigated intentional and meaningful change with his Tommy x Lewis collaborations, prioritizing the use of ethical materials. Committed to using his platform for the good of others, animals, and the planet, his relationship with sustainability extends beyond clothes and to his personal life as well. When it comes to design, he prioritizes innovative elements such as vegan leather and recycled textiles. With nearly 80% of the Fall/Winter 2020 See Now Buy Now collection consisting of organic or recycled materials, this latest iteration of the creative union between Hilfiger and Hamilton is their most sustainable yet. With the great fortune that Lewis Hamilton has amassed, he also set some aside for charitable efforts. About 5 months ago, Lewis launched a new charity foundation with a personal pledge of nearly $30 million to support diversity and inclusion in motorsports and empower underrepresented youth groups in Britain. This Formula One champion formed Mission 44 with $27.5 million earmarked to support programs and organizations that narrow the gap in employment and education systems. He said, "Supporting the ambitions of underrepresented young people has always been important to me, and Mission 44 represents my commitment to creating real change within this community." He also mentioned his experience of how coming from an underrepresented background could affect one's future, and how he is working to ensure that other young people from similar backgrounds are able to overcome injustice just like he did. On top of that, he partnered with his Mercedes team on the Ignite Initiative, a multi-million-dollar fund that will continue his work to focus on ensuring better representation of diverse students studying STEM and engineering, as well as wider parts of the industry. Ignite will work closely with Mission 44. The initiative stemmed from findings of the Hamilton Commission, which was formed to increase the representation of Black people in British motorsports. The commission published a report that included 10 recommendations for change. Lewis Hamilton's reason for the change is that he's the only Black Formula One driver, and he said, "Mercedes have long supported my ambition to improve diversity and inclusion within the motorsport industry. I am so thrilled that through Ignite, we are able to work together to achieve this. Diverse workforces are not only more successful, but are also the morally correct approach for any industry." Lewis Hamilton is also a major contributor to Great Ormond Street Hospital, UNICEF, the Honey Pot Children's Charity, and Children of Africa. Many times, after a race, instead of leaving the country immediately, he stays and visits children in poor villages and slums on behalf of UNICEF. He has unified all his giving under the Lewis Hamilton Foundation. The foundation's goal is to provide grants and donations to help with disabilities, education and training, the advancement of health, or saving of lives, prevention or relief of poverty, and general charitable purposes throughout England. All in all, Lewis has contributed close to $50 million to charity, which is an honorable amount in my opinion. This champion is a hard worker during the season, but he is also known to enjoy his free time when the season ends. While awaiting new track sessions, he took some time off and spent the new year in the Caribbean, on the Turks and Caicos Islands. He has also been spotted living it up on a beach in Mexico with friends. Like most other drivers, he has also been known to spend some vacation time in Monaco. This also happens to be his favorite destination and one of the most expensive in the world. Only a few days can cost dozens of thousands around there. And that's it. Thank you for watching how Lewis Hamilton spends his millions.